Hi, welcome to Vegan Business and Marketing Tips for cafes, restaurants, cloud kitchens, home bakers, and chefs. If you're vegan and you either own or plan to start a vegan food business, and you'd like to do this in a joyful, peaceful, deeply fulfilling way, then you're in the right place. I'm Susmitha Veganosaurus, and I'm so glad you're here. Several years ago, while I was still running my restaurant, I got this message from a friend. Now, I honestly don't remember whether we were friends first and then she started coming to the restaurant, or if she used to come to the restaurant as a guest and then we became friends. I have way too many friends like this. I just can't remember where the lines crossed over. Sus, you've spoilt us. I go to this new vegan restaurant and I expect subconsciously for the host to behave just like you with diners. And when she is being her natural self, which is a bit formal, it kind of feels odd. And here's a message from another person who used to regularly come to dine at Carrots. Food is good at Carrots, but there's a connection to the place which keeps bringing us back. And the way you interact with all of us strengthens that feeling. This person went on to make a silly joke and compare Carrots to vegan Baptist church of some sort, which they had to visit regularly. Messages like these from our restaurant guests were very common. They made me feel all warm and fuzzy, of course, but they also tickled me. I didn't ever plan this cultivation of connection and familiarity with our customers. All I did was be myself. In the hospitality circles, students are taught to dress a certain way, welcome people with practiced smiles, always say sir, madam. Some amount of distance is encouraged. It's considered professional to behave formally. But I never studied in the hospitality industry. I had no bloody idea that as a restaurant owner, I was supposed to exude a degree of polite aloofness. So I was always just being my own damn natural self. I'd gush and laugh and wave my hands about enthusiastically while talking. A lot of our regulars became dear friends. Delighted to see their familiar faces, I'd often pull up a chair and sit chatting with them at their tables. It wasn't just the happiness though. When our business was struggling with anything, I wouldn't pretend to our community like all was hunky-dory. I'd be transparent and vulnerable as much as possible without going into a ranting spiral, of course. These behaviors aren't considered okay by traditional hospitality standards. But going by the sheer number of cozy, warm, friendly, and homely in our reviews and messages, I'd say being authentic worked beautifully. There's this really nice quote from Tom Billier. There doesn't need to be a conflict between who you are at your most honest and vulnerable and building a business. We're living in a time when the kingmaker traits are authenticity and transparency. So with your business, don't hesitate to be real. When you look at what others are doing, being your true self can be scary. Don't worry about rules and norms. Just be yourself and connect honestly and kindly, of course. You'll find so much more joy and fulfillment in your work that way. So I'm going to share 3 different instances with you on how you can build those meaningful, authentic connections as a vegan entrepreneur. Part 1. They need to know who you are. What? There's a new vegan business in town? Yes! I rub my palms together enthusiastically. I want to indulge in delicious goodies, of course, but I also want to get to know the awesome people running it. What's their story? Why did they start this venture? Most importantly, can I trust that they're actually selling vegan products? What a skeptic experience has turned me into. I open up the Instagram page and start scanning. Product pic, product pic, product pic, information about food and nutrition, business logo, more product pics, more product pics. Wait, who the heck is actually running this place? And what exactly are their core values? As pretty and curated as the photos are, I have zero clue about the team behind this organization. I feel the tendrils of disappointment creeping up. I visit their website. There is an About Us page, but it only makes vague third-person references to the founder and their educational and professional qualification. It feels cold and impersonal. I step away. I'm not about to be one of the first people to experiment here. Once others try the stuff and recommend it to me, I might come back and order. Okay, I admit everyone might not be like me. For you, it might be as simple as seeing a conscious product with clear ingredients and buying it. But think about this. Whenever you've connected to the stories of real people behind a business, like founders and team members, don't you tend to support them more readily and more often? If you're a vegan entrepreneur who only spotlights your products or services, this could be a reason you're not gaining enough momentum. A lot of people want to support small, hard-paced entrepreneurs like you who contribute something positive to the world through their work. Having a real connection with you will only encourage them more. I'm not saying you need to turn narcissistic overnight and plaster your face all over your profile. No. But do pepper your content with a few pictures of yourself and your team. If you're camera shy, then at least click pics of your behind the scenes process and share stories in your own words. Personal connections are magic when it comes to building your brand. I think I've given you quite a bit to think about in this lesson. So what I'll do is I'll go into parts 2 and 3 of the lesson in the next episode. Meanwhile, I want you to think about all the different ways you can build more personal connections and where you can be more yourself, more authentic in your branding, your messaging, and also your relationship with your customers. I help conscious vegan entrepreneurs start, build, and grow their business in a very fulfilling, joyful, easygoing way. If you think you can use some guidance from me, but you don't quite know exactly in what way, you know what? I'd love to have a chat with you. I enjoy getting to know vegan business owners. Book a free 15 minutes clarity call with me. Tell me about yourself and your journey. And if you feel like you could use my guidance, let's figure out if we're a right fit and how we can work together. Check the description of this episode and you'll find the link to book your free 15 minutes clarity call with me. Let's talk. Catch you in the next episode. Bye.